Hi folks, it's Andrew Goodall here again from Nature's Image Photography with another video on the Panasonic Lumix G9. This one's all about image stabilisation using the Leica Panasonic 12-60mm lens. But before we begin, I'm going to ask you to please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, to stay in touch with all my future content on the G9 and my other photography activities. I've already done an IS video, but that was using the big 100-400mm lens. Anyone watching that video would agree that the dual stabilisation is impressive, but with such powerful magnification it's virtually impossible to eliminate all camera movement. But a good friend loaned me the Leica Panasonic 12-60mm lens for a week, so I was keen to see how well the system works on the smaller lens. Once again, the key is the dual image stabiliser on this system. The camera body itself is stabilised, the lens is stabilised, and because Leica built this lens for the Panasonic series, the two systems work together. And it's easy to set up. All you have to do is click the OIS switch on the lens to on and it enables both. You don't have to go into the camera menu to switch it on for the body as well. And you'll know it's working when you see this symbol on the screen or in the viewfinder. Reports are that you can get up to 6.5 stops of stabilisation, and people have claimed you can shoot as slow as 1 second and still get a sharp image. Well, that sounds impressive, but I really want to see it for myself. So I have shot a bit of video and taken some stills at the kind of slow shutter speeds that really should require a tripod. Can I really go as slow as 1 second? Well, there's only one way to find out. I'm starting with a couple of video clips, and with this one you could at first mistake it for being shot on a tripod, but as you watch it for longer you do start to notice a slight bit of gentle movement of the camera. The video is very watchable and it might not be as steady as a tripod, but it certainly compares favourably with shooting on a gimbal. For this next one, I've started with the stabiliser off, and you can see the noticeable bit of camera shake. It's not nearly as bad as with the big telephoto lens, but it's definitely there. This was quite a windy day and I was doing my best to keep steady. And here you can see the moment where the stabiliser kicks in. Time now for some stills, and I've taken a bunch of photos at shutter speeds that really should require a tripod. I can't deny that the stabilisation is very impressive, but I'm also not going to pretend that every one of these photos is pin sharp. I'm even showing you a few blown up portions of the photos to see how sharp or unsharp they are. But there's no question that these photos are sharper than you would have any right to expect, taken handheld at such slow shutter speeds. And now for some night photography, and there's no prize for guessing what time of year I took these photos. I started with something simple before moving on to a more dynamic subject. As you would expect, the slower my shutter speed got, the lower my success rate became. For every usable shot there were plenty that were simply too blurry. And then to answer my own question, could I get down to 1 second? Well, yes and no. I ended up with lots of shots that were sharpish, but perhaps not perfectly sharp. At a 1 second exposure, the IS system is still no substitute for a tripod, but it comes much closer than you would ever expect with a traditional DSLR. So let's be honest, it's a bit silly even trying to shoot handheld at 1 second, no matter how good your image stabiliser is. This was purely a field test to see just how far I could take it. But what it does show is that the IS system in this camera gives you that extra bit of latitude to have confidence in getting sharp images, even when your shutter speed gets a little slow. For very slow shots like these, I won't stop using my tripod, and neither should you. So, thanks for watching this video, and if you're interested in the G9, I hope you found some of this useful. Once again, don't forget to subscribe for more content coming soon. I'm Andrew Goodall, and this is Nature's Image Photography.